Hello and welcome to the Monday Save Club training and corporate update. I'm Charles Moy ringing in from Las Vegas. Want to thank everybody for coming out today. We've got a nice little agenda for today's call, going over some of what we did last week. Many of you joined us on the fundraiser call that we did, which we're now going to start doing on Thursday. So we'll have an updated call. I'll let you get out this Thursday. I will be out though. I'll be traveling to Puerto Rico. So we'll see how we handle that. Maybe we'll put out some more information. But I want to keep the momentum absolutely rolling with what we're doing with our nonprofit and charity fundraising campaigns. We've got a new presentation in the works for that to share with you to really help people go along with introducing the program to their organizations, how to get them onboarded, how to get them upgraded, and how to get them into action. So it's really those steps that we're going through to get people presented to and upgraded. On today's call here, we'll go into the Monster Engager and just what we're seeing there and how that's playing a bigger role into some of the products that we have rolling out that will be helping add additional dollars into the compensation plan and get you guys more marketing tools that will be in alignment for growth, especially in markets where where we can help people with additional products that are international. With Save Club, we've got great coverage here in the United States. We have some international offers. Our travel programs are outstanding internationally. We'll go into that also on today's call of just where to really dive into the travel programs and get it going. But to get started, I'd like to show Dave's content drop. Dave, are you able to pull that up and show what you got here? And as you pull that up, I'm gonna pull up the travel hot weeks so we can get into that as well.
Just pull that up.
Now, this is the time of season where there's lots of travel going on, and I'm going to show you guys how to use the Elite Travel Upgrade to, get in and look at the different travel deals and how to really break down the dates of travel and how to best leverage that, kind of shop for these outstanding deals where you can get into these vacation rentals that sometimes rent for $500 a night, and you can get them for $500 for the whole week. So it's just about being a smart smart consumer there. Yeah, Dave, whenever you're ready, you can.
Yep, just trying to find it here. I've got so many, it takes me a second to find
Yeah, this was a good one.
the actual
I'll also,
date.
also grab it too.
I'm trying to find the date of when I did it. I know I put it in here. There we go. I think this is it. Okay, here we go.
Yep, 4-6.
Let me share here. Share. All right, everybody. So today we just had some fun, just kind of going over a lot of different things. Again, these are all attention getters. You put them on social media and you can grab it. Rolex is always a good one. And actually, you can save money on Rolexes through Save Club. A lot of you don't know that. So I threw a couple of those in there, kind of cool. Save Club could save you money on retail shopping, could save you, a couple different varieties here. Free meals, appetizers, desserts at local restaurants with Save Club. So we got a couple different versions of that. For all the ladies out there, Save Club could save you money on luxury purses. That's true. The movies is fun. There's another one with the movies there. Luxury goods, hotels. We got save money on healthcare. Like this girl's kind of sick, talking to the doctor, kind of fun. Gym memberships. I mean, cut your bills, cruises. Get a new car. If any of you are looking for a new car, you can save actually thousands of dollars off a new car. A lot of you didn't know you could do that, but you can. So just a couple different things there to, pop and grab attention. So you're going to have your sales funnel links to all these. But the more you can grab attention, it's all about getting leads. And when people are scrollers these days, all you see is people scroll. What makes somebody stop and say, what is this? And that's why we create these content drops for you every week. So, I mean, you have a folder, and it's not just this week. If you're new, just to show you here, we have, I mean, any one of these dates here, you can go through and look, and they are literally loaded up with everything you can ever name. So all of you have so much content to use. It's all right here. So that's it, Charles.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, David. And that I was going through there, Dave, as I was building a new presentation. I was just going into, so much great stuff that you had built back in there. And, it helped to just be familiar with it. So, I was, having access to that content drop. I mean, there's almost an entire year's worth, like 52 different weeks of stuff. There's probably 500 pieces of content in there that can be used. So and there's whole sections there in with travel as well, and that's what I'm going to go into right now. Hold on. Okay, I think our record stopped for some reason. Let me start it back up. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here and give you a look here at the Elite Travel membership and what is available here. So from your back office, underneath Elite Travel, we've got the Elite Travel upgrade. And guys, this is just the best deal in travel. Once you're a Save Club member, for $29 for the entire year, you get access to this portal back here where we've got all these extra trips. Now, I went to vacation rentals and just did a global search. So let me pull this back here so you can see the globe. And it really covers, everywhere, all the hottest spots in the world. Well, I was targeting right here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean into the Hawaii locations that are available. And, I want you to take a look at what's going on here with these spots. So again, these are 7 nights, taxes and fees included. Now, if you want to go in and pick out your a particular time frame, you can. If you're flexible, you might want to shop by price, which you go here and you can narrow it down on your price scale. It typically will start pulling pricing with the best deals right here. And here's a great one at the anytime you're dealing with like Hilton or Westgate or some of these major ones, you've got a property that is going to be extremely well maintained. Now here's just an example of the savings on a spot like this. That's 7 nights, with the full. It's got a full kitchen and everything you need. But this is the same room, okay? So like many nights, the room will be $2,100, and that's fine. People rent that. That's what it costs to stay inside of Hawaii. Well, you'll be able to get this same room if you've got flexibility for $818, like half the price. You just have to see the dates that you want and what dates are available inside of here. And then again, you just go back. You can pick the dates that you want. As far as if you're in here and you want to if you're hopping around the island or you don't have a full 7 nights, there's other options here where you can really break them down and just really dive into here. Now, even just one trip where you're utilizing this could easily save you hundreds or thousands of dollars. And so for $29 upgrade, it's pretty outstanding. Now, also, I want to let you know that when somebody upgrades for $29, we pay full fast start bonuses on that. So if you enroll somebody and during the enrollment, they choose the Elite Travel upgrade, or if they upgrade later, that $29, 60% of that gets paid out the following Friday. And so that's in alignment with 25% going to the direct enroller, and then the other 35% being broken out through 5 generations based on rank. So just so you know how that works. But let me pull it back here to see just where other spots on the globe here, where we've got travel. So let's pull into Europe here, and again, lots of popular destinations coming up here for, and with the prices of the airfare going up from these extreme gas prices, and traveling, maybe traveling Europe is a better destination. You can get around to a lot of these countries through the train system. A dream of mine has always been to ride the Channel here from London to Paris, and take that underground channel from that goes over there, the underneath the water between the island and the mainland here in Europe. But you can see here that these deals can get pretty extreme, where we've got places going from like $1,300 for the week, and these are spots right here in downtown Paris. This is one of the more expensive cities to have a vacation rental, and get all your landmarks and everything inside here. So if you haven't gone through and explored all of this, take a look. And if you don't want to do your travel where you have to think about booking your whole trip inside the membership here, you can go take a full tour. So you're thinking, okay, well, if you've got to book everything, it can be very very daunting. But when you do one of these trips that's totally booked up, where we've got over here 621 different tours where you can take a trip around France, and it's already taken care of. Okay, so where you're looking at those 7 days where you're in one condo. Well, here we've got 14 days where this includes your in-country travel. So you're actually going all across Europe over a 14-day period, and it's one price. And so when you bundle it together like this, and you're taking a group tour, the savings can be extreme. And then when you're inside of these, when you're looking into this tour, if you have questions about what's going on, you can speak directly to the agencies for the booking when you go into these, and you can ask direct questions to the organizers of the trip. So let me just open one of these up here. Some of them are sponsored. Oh, like this one here, that's a full 22 days, a whole month. Wow. And get hyper regional. But again, this is the same type of inventory that travel agents will have. So if you're saying, okay, this is it, I want to do this focused trip right here, you can get your information right inside here. And then if you've got questions, you pull them right here, and you message them straight through WhatsApp. It's got all the different integrations, and you can start your questions right here, and they can help adjust dates. You can find out anything inside of here. So if you really want to get into like your travel and trip planning, rather than going through Google or trying to talk to a whole bunch of different providers, you can speak to a local expert. And again, the travel company's been around for 38 years, and many of these providers, I mean, this is exactly what they do, is they're hyper focused on creating a peak level experience on a trip, through here, through these countries. And what's great is a lot of these countries, you go to France, they're speaking French. Well, to have a tour guide and to pick a tour where they've got a group that's speaking your language, again, a great way to narrow it down in here. So that's the elite travel upgrade. I know that this is the time of year when a lot of people are doing travel. So what we're going to be doing is diving into the hot weeks and identifying just these like outstanding deals where we'll do research, we'll speak with our travel partner, and we'll find the hottest deals in the world and be able to use those as promotional tools to get out and share with the world, so that you can hook them in with one of these hot weeks where it's like you're staying in a world class spot for 7 days for $500. Have them come in and then be able to explore the travel membership, and get them looking at some of our high valued stuff where it's super easy to justify a Save Club membership and an elite travel upgrade when just one trip can save you, thousands of dollars, easily cover your Save Club membership for many years by just booking your travel here and getting off of the public websites and all those pieces. And I'll get into the let me get back into the content drop here too, so you can just see what what pieces. So this link here, so just how to navigate the content drop. You can see we've got the dates here. Now we're gonna have to start putting the years on here, Dave, because we're almost into year 2 with Save Club. Actually, the very first pre-enrollment when we first turned on the matrix was April 21st. So some of the first people that came into Save Club actually happened this month. And so we're going through and checking all the systems. We've got a lot of VIP members that have been here for a year, getting paid every week, like 52 up to 52 commission runs. And then now I want to make sure that nobody gets left behind as far as when we go back and have our renewals, and these VIP members are in there. So as you go through here, we have different sections set up particularly for travel. And so as we go and we highlight these hot weeks, we'll be pulling those specific pieces, like and so yeah, and as you go through, you just pull them out, and then we'll be able to tie links from these ads straight to little video pieces that can be done to really pull someone from social media, or maybe you text message them an image, and then pull them right into a video where we can display some of these hot weeks and just really give people an idea where it's comparison. Like last week, I showed the comparisons of the Grand Colorado, where it was over $440 per night, and with the elite travel upgrade, you get the entire week for for $500. So that was a good piece there. Now, we had mentioned what's going on here with the Monster Engager. Let me share a little bit more here. And we've been doing some onboarding. Emerson's been doing a great job, working with anybody who's come on board that needs a custom setup inside the Monster Engager. So as we started the call here, I flipped on the Engager. Let me show you how this works here, as far as the activity that goes on in the background. As the Engager's running, it's doing automatic posting inside of my Facebook account, and then it will pull up updates into this section. Now, and all you do to run it is you click the run engagement, and you've got to be logged in. When you do your setup, you have your login into your Facebook account, and then it goes from there. And if you need help with the setup, we've had Emerson's team working with people to get get them an actual setup. And so if you need help with the log here, once you're into the system, we've got a form here that you can fill out to to get direct help and access with the setup. So I recommend if you need any direct help with this, and here I'll pull this. I'm gonna pull this link and drop it into the chat so you guys can see this page here. You know, when you have additional time, you can go through it. Pull up the chat and drop this in here for everybody. All right. So when this past week we talked about our onboarding practices for the nonprofit fundraising. We did an entire hour call where we went into the path for bringing people in through the funnel. I want to thank Sandy for sending me the edits to the presentation. I've got that in the works right now. We'll have a new video up for the presentation, and then we've had several new groups apply this week, and we'll get them approved and up and running so that they can start engaging with their fundraising coordinators and into an enrollment practice where we've got the different campaigns using the landing pages that we have, and certain landing pages and funnels that are set up special just for the nonprofit groups. So so we'll be pulling that together. Now, just some housekeeping now that we're approaching a year inside of Save Club. Like I said, the very first enrollments that came through were during our pre-launch starting at the end of April. So there'll be some emails coming out, letting people know that we've gone a full year. If you're a VIP member and your annual is coming up, there'll just be reminder emails there. We found that when you go to upgrade, that we had a little bit of something missing there. Actually, Pete is one of the guys that discovered it. Pete, are you there? You're around to banter? That we found inside the back office that there is a way to renew your VIP membership, but there was a bundle where it was to renew the VIP membership for 12 months and your affiliate package. So that upgrade button will be inside there, and I'll show you where inside the back office that will be. So if you've got people on your team and you want to share with them where to do that, or if they're they're VIPs that their subscriptions coming up for renewal, you'll be able to do that. So let me show you guys from the back office. So from the back office, underneath the My Membership tab over here, it'll give you the different options, and you can see that there's the VIP renewal. Under this button, there'll be a VIP renewal with the affiliate renewal as well. So there'll be an option here for the $299.97. So we'll get that added in. We already know about that missing, and I want to let you guys know that full fast start commissions and enrollment commissions go through. So this is it's not just like an upgrade, it's all the commissions and all the payout happen same as when they first enrolled. So you get a redo. It's not just a fast start commission one time. If somebody renews their affiliate membership or renews their VIP package, all of those commissions repeat again. And so there'll be some emails going out just reminding that, and then we'll be working on campaigns for our 1 year anniversary. Basically, re-engaging and speaking with people that have been part of Save Club, and then showing them all the different tools and things that we've created over the last year. And it's been surprising, reconnecting with people that came in to Save Club last spring, and then they go off and they go do other things. It's just the nature of the home-based business industry. And so understanding that reality that there's always different things coming and going. There's different travel clubs, different pieces. Well, with Save Club, we're totally locked in and just constantly improving the product, building the tools, and finding our members that want to get the value, that really believe in the model that we've got going on here. And um, as things continue to move forward and we click through different pieces that, will draw people in. It's just a matter of finding the niche that you really like to work in, be it, travel or, with the nonprofit groups or with anything in particular that can help you grow. Also with the Magic Suite, the business building tool suite that we have, there'll be a lot of people that come in to utilize tools. Like professional marketers have the CRM tools and have these tools for themselves. And that's one area that we know that's our audience. And we really, when you're a Save Club affiliate, you're an affiliate for all these different products. So being able to have products that you can market and earn commissions on is a really big push that we're running with. And so as more products, even the products that we have that you can get discounts on, as many times that we can take additional dollars, commissionable dollars, and pull them into the matrix, we will, because that's the thing. It's about bringing value, but also bringing more compensation flowing through the compensation plan so that you get paid not only on just the memberships and the affiliate fees that we have at Save Club, but products, additional products like our elite travel membership and other things that we can make with high commissions. But when we're starting to bring on the exclusive deals to be able to have additional income inside of those discounts, so that two things happen. People are getting the best possible price exclusively through Save Club, and we're able to pull dollars from those advertisers and put those dollars through the plan so that you're receiving additional income from people's natural consumption. So with that, I always like to leave Monday open for answering questions and doing open training about what's next. So you go ahead, Joseph. You got a question here.
Yeah, I found Monster Engager again.
Mhm.
If it goes, scrapes my Facebook, it writes messages to people. After it does that, does it give me an idea what to write them back after they engage with us?
Um, No. Okay. So what will happen when the engager will read your Facebook wall.
Okay.
So that first page, like when you log in and it's all the things that come down that wall. And so what it's going to do is read people's stories, read the comments, read their post, and then leave a comment inside of there. Now, people will write back to you, and that's when you really, Joseph, you want to take that conversation into like a private message. And that's where Facebook's real powerful is, Facebook has Messenger. And so with Messenger, you can invite people to Save Club. You can then, utilize something from our content drop to speak with them directly. But it's also just that top of mind awareness. Now, the Facebook algorithm does several things. When you're engaging with people inside a Messenger, it knows. And so that will further, show them your posts. It will further have them pop up on to your wall. So Engagement Monster is really one of those things that by touching people, you're activating the algorithm. So going through Facebook and identifying people from groups that you want, be it like nonprofit organizations or other people that are doing home-based business or affiliate marketing, where you can start getting on the radar of these people, and then you invite them into a landing page. So we have some pre-written messaging inside of the content drop. I'm gonna bring that up. Dave created lots of really great tools in here. Let me pull my screen share again. So inside of the content drop, we have down here these different messages, from the text messages, the social media posts, and you can see inside here that there is a lot of content here. So if you need ideas about, how to respond or how to promote a particular landing page, there are there are, one-liners in here. There's, pieces here. Then you utilize these questions or these comments and drop a link in there. So if you need help with the creativity of how to respond, there is a ton of these pre-written messages right here in the content drop. Does that help?
No, that helps. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, Joe.
Yep.
Have a good
Yeah,
day.
and as we get into like different travel and as we're building up our testimonials, especially like in the travel and nonprofit space, it's always nice to share stories so that people like to connect to that. So let me get Breezy unmuted. Go ahead, Breezy.
Good morning, sir, or good afternoon. I last week I got pretty excited about the soursop. Okay, so one of my signees and I had a pretty long discussion about it, and so both of us actually went in the website and we both ordered the soursop. Okay, and so we're pretty excited about it. Okay, so hasn't arrived yet, but I was just checking in to say that both of us did order it and are looking forward to it, and we'll be sharing that information with other people that we know. And okay, that's it. And so a lot of people know about it as we did, but when we saw the presentation, we thought that it was first class and that it added to the atmosphere of Save Club. And so, yeah, we just dove in. I made an order, he made an order. So,
Right.
that was a good thing.
And
then
and do you know what? Do you recall what you ordered?
the 2 12 packs.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I ordered 2 12 packs, and the guy in my downline ordered 2 12 packs as well, and
okay.
so they'll be coming in this week, and so we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so that's two 12 packs of cans. Let's check this out. So that's what $90. Well, that with a 25% discount, that's like $22.
Right.
So that's a great way of leveraging it. Now, I want to let you guys know, Breezy. I want to let you know when your soursop comes in, there's a couple things here. Because this is just pure soursop juice. There's no additives. It's 100% pure soursop juice. And the way that they grow it, they harvest it, the pulp is inside of the can. I tried to display that when we were doing it. So there's an urge saying, oh, do I pour it on ice? What do I do? Nope. You put the can, you get it cold, put it in the fridge, or set it in your freezer for like 10 minutes, don't let it freeze. But get it real cold and just pour it straight into a glass and drink it from the glass. And what you'll notice that it has the chunks. It's actually very pulpy. It has chunks of the soursop. Now, this product, it has a high sugar content, but is low glycemic. So how is that possible? Well, when you have sugar, like refined sugar, corn syrup, that junky sugar, it spikes your blood sugar and it'll give you energy, but then it'll crash you. And it's on that crash that it takes that sugar and actually turns it into fat inside your system. That's spiking your glycemic index. Well, when you're actually working with the 100% soursop juice, you can drink it and it has a high sugar content, but it doesn't spike your blood sugar because when you use the whole fruit and you use all the pulp, it counterbalances that so that you don't have the glycemic spike, but the drink itself is extreme steak the first time I drank it because it was so good. And I drank 2 cans, and that was I wouldn't say a mistake, but what it did, because it's loaded with probiotics, it's loaded up with all these different nutrients straight from that fruit. I got a little bloated, and it wasn't bad, but I had like 3 bowel movements that really cleared me out, and man, did I feel good after that. So I'm telling you that to caution you that when you drink the product, as you first get started, what you're doing is introducing new prebiotics to your gut. And we're like the American diet or just the processed diet that we have been exposed to, you can't get away from it. It actually robs you of prebiotics and probiotics and the gut chemistry that um, runs a healthy system for your digestion. This product actually rebuilds all of that while at the same time grabbing toxic elements inside of your intestine. John Wayne, the famous movie star actor, when he died, they said that he had 50 pounds of toxic fermented mucoid plaque all inside of his intestines. And that might have been the reason of kind of what killed him. It just was poisoning him from the inside. So, that's why I said when I got the product, man, it had me going in my guts, and I probably shouldn't have drank in two. I probably should have started with half a can, then a full can, and built my way up. But did I feel great that next day? Just I felt lighter. I felt like it had pulled out stuff from my system. So when you're able to bring in just pure organic fruits that you don't get, like we don't have access to this inside of the our American diet. A lot of the produce that we have on our store shelves is green harvested, which means they harvest these bananas when they're totally green, or they harvest these apples or oranges or these limited number of fruits that we get, and they ship them in a truck all the way across the country or around the world, and they put them on the store shelves. And it's not until that last bit when the fruits are on the vine ripening that the vitamins and minerals and nutrients are pushed into it. And so these guys, and why this product is so sweet and so nutrient rich, is they're harvesting it by hand and processing it in Vietnam, and just creating a superior product. Now there's also there's two other products with the can is really exciting product, but this week I've been actually diving into these bitters, and the bitters is really what over the last I'd say 5 years, the soursop was getting a lot of attention because of the bitters. And it's because they were able to actually ship around the bitters around the world. It's hard to get the fruit, all the way around the world and have it, in a stable way. Well, now it's possible with the cans, maybe for the first time ever, to get the product all around the world. But the bitters, they could contain into a bottle, and the bitters, they activate every bit of your mouth. Like it goes from like the taste buds at the back of your tongue all the way to your front of your tongue, and it hits this full spectrum, and just does wonders inside of your system. So when you have a chance, do a search, a ChatGPT search or YouTube search, and look up the bitters. And so what I've been doing, Breezy, is I've been taking a can and I've been pouring the bitters into the juice and just giving it a little bit more punch, and it smooths it out, on the bitter side. Now I do have the tea, but I'll tell you, I haven't brewed it yet. I got the bag of tea, but I got a cans, the juice, and the tea. It all totaled out to like $99, and then I used the 25% off, and that's why I'm trying all of them. But yeah, I'm excited to hear. Please turn in your testimonial there, and just be cautious when you're starting off. Don't get too excited and drink 2 cans like I did. Drink one and let it heal your guts. Let it detox all that stuff. I can imagine, when people get on this product, that there'll be some pretty awesome weight loss stories, as it'll help just strip away all that toxic fermented mucoid plaque from the processed food, the meats, the starches that we're all just exposed to. Now when you have like that level of like toxins festering inside of your guts, it comes out inside of your skin, in your odor, in other ways. So this product, as much as it is building up the beneficial flora inside of your guts, it's detoxing and supplying a vast range of nutrients. So Ryan told me they're getting a different assays done on this product where they look, it's a high pressure liquid chromatography testing, and they test it for vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, and they test it for all of the different nutrients. And I cannot wait to see just how many nutrients come back in this one fruit. Now, when you take like a vitamin and it's like a capsule or something, a lot of the vitamins that are out there actually are full of synthetic stuff. Like
Hmm.
we're supposed to eat iron, but not iron that comes like off of a nail. We're supposed to eat iron that comes from the earth. And the dirt eats the iron, it creates it into spinach. We eat the spinach, we get the iron that's in a food matrix. So the same sort of things happening. You've got this, fruit being grown wildly on these big trees in the jungle, and then it's pulling all those nutrients into it. It's pulling it into a food matrix. And again, we're just so void with the processed food and the way that they do our mass farming. They're using fertilizer to grow the vegetables to be big and leafy, but they're missing all of the nutrients. And then even if you're supplementing nutrients, they're not in a food matrix. So getting just uh, uh, pure whole fruit like this that's done organic, it's it's an exciting thing, and we're just going to keep bringing in products like this that are alternatives to what we have, because these are innovations, and you're going to hear about them first and get the best deal, with Save Club. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm excited.
and my second thing is that earlier in this call you were mentioning about the 1 year anniversary. Well, see, for the last year, I've actually been a health taker, a health care taker with my mom. So
Mm.
a lot of the steps in Safe Club I hadn't been able to complete, but now when you're mentioning that the 1 year anniversary, that's gearing me up. I'm really excited about going back to the 90-day blitz, and because I really couldn't get into it this past, but now I'm really going to assert myself with that. And like when you say we're starting over, I'm starting over, and I want to start from day one and accomplish as much of the 90-day blitz this go around, because I know I missed out on a lot of the knowledge, and I don't want to miss that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good to hear. And there's just so many gems inside of the 90-day blitz. Let me while we're talking about that, let me just pull up the page here. So, once you're into the blitz, and you're approved, you put in your Save Club ID, and you get free access to all this content. Um, the material is here. And what I recommend is you go through the material, just make your notes like day one, day two, and make your notes about what was covered, so that when you need to go back, if you're saying, you know what, I need that compensation plan idea again, or there was something about email marketing or posting, you can go back from your notes, because as you watch these videos, they'll have different meaning, meaning for you. So like I'm pulling up this one here, where we're showing how to cut and paste and post. Dave's got a great lesson here. And then this section here is all about we got like a 22-minute video, welcome to that breaks it all down. And then here's the notes for it, and then the different slides. But I recommend write down lesson 6, and then the things that stick out in your mind, because these lessons build on each other. And so you might get sparked on, like, if this is lesson 6, you might get sparked on lesson 12 or lesson 16, saying, what, I might need to go back and get a refresher on that lesson, and you'll be able to know where to go back and get it. And so there's just a wealth of information here within the blitz, and I look forward to continuing to add more and update it, especially because in just 1 year, how the world has changed with AI tools. It's phenomenal. And for the people that utilize AI and these tools to make money, you're building on a skill set that you can be right from the beginning, kind of that tip of the spear in the beginning, and build your knowledge from now on. Just make it a continual practice. That way you don't ever feel overwhelmed. Like you get, I missed the boat. It's like, no, the ship is just leaving the station. You can get on now and then build these skills and use them for the rest of your life. Now, Breezy, I'm gonna go to say, are you a Gen X?
uh, yeah, I'm not a Z.
You're
Yeah,
not
I'm
a
an
Z.
X.
No,
No,
yeah,
right,
you're not a Z. There's a
right.
Y, and there's an
Really,
X, and then there's baby boomers.
I'm
Well,
an X.
yeah. So the thing about Gen X, born before 1980. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing about a Gen X is you've got all these disciplines and skills about doing things where you've got the fortitude, the practice. Growing up, you didn't have every single answer to every world question right inside of your phone. You actually had to learn things and apply yourself and all of that, and you start utilizing that skill set, which you inherently have. It's just the generation that you're part of have that. Well, you start using that type of um, practice and applying it to the growing environment of AI, and you're way far ahead of Gen Alphas and Gen Zs, and it's just one of these things that I've come to see is, I've got to work with uh, such a wide range of people. I'm like, man, I want to work with Gen X's because they've got a whole different mindset and an ability to stick with something. So I'm always looking to recruit, and I want to recruit up. Anytime I'm building a business or building an organization, I want to recruit up. And for Gen X's that come in and learn the new tools and have that innate understanding of working through something, it seems to be a very powerful combination. And um, and the ability to work through them, because let me tell you something, AI is not easy. It doesn't just automatically click. The tools themselves are super fast, but to actually learn them and understand the nuances of them, you've got to grind through it a little bit. Now with the 90-day blitz, we try to cut that learning curve as much as possible, but getting in there and working the prompts, those are skills that once you pick them up, you'll have for the rest of your life, and it's an advantage. So I'm looking forward to adding more to the blitz and following your journey. So thanks
Well,
for
I'm
sharing.
excited. I'm really excited. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Daniel.
Um, First, please forgive me. I'm kind of running back and forth doing a bunch of errands. I don't know if you mentioned this earlier on in the meeting, but I wanted to ask what the developments were in regards to the Avoderm samples.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me show you guys what's going on. So this week, we ordered in the bags. So let me show you guys what these look like. So these samples are just so cool. It took a long time. I had to print out 10,000 of these little snap packs, and they're hard. They're cards. They're like plastic cards. And inside, if you can see, there's inside is 3 milliliters of the organic aloe pain recovery gel. And the way that the snap works is it's like this. It's super clean. You pop the card, and then it comes
What?
out right there. So just a really cool sample. I'm gonna put this on my knee. My knee's been bothering me, and the way that I recommend utilizing these samples inside of growing your business is um, is you use these samples as a giveaway. People are walking around. So many people are just dealing with pain, and wow, the product's already like I can feel it. It's that fast. It works instantly, and it starts to alleviate the pain. Well, utilize the sample and let somebody know that they can get these sample packs for 70% off, or get the other Averden products back here at 70% off when they're a Save Club member. And you can send them right to the Averden website and have them shop around and go, look, if you just buy one product, you basically are saving yourself from the membership. And so, that's one way to utilize the piece. Now we also have this landing page that was built. So, as you talk to somebody about that, or maybe, you mentioned that, I'm gonna share my screen here again. And you mentioned that uh, the pain industry is actually a huge driver of the economy. And we've got a product that is top of the class in terms of how it works and nano CBD and all of that. And people can get it at this great price, that we have an income opportunity right behind it. So I'm actually going to play this video for you guys. So here, take a look at this.
Are you looking to make money? Then here's the truth. You need to be in an industry that's a cash cow, one that's massive, recession-proof, and gets bigger every single year. And that industry is pain. Right now, 1 out of 5 people experience pain. That's millions of people every single day. Pretty good market, huh? A lot of these people don't want to take dangerous pills, don't want addictive meds, and don't want chemicals wrecking their body. They're looking for safe, natural solutions that actually, and that's where we come in. We've got a product called Averderm. It's packed with 9 powerful botanicals plus nano CBD. People roll it on, and pain goes bye-bye. Instantly, it's got more active ingredients than anything on the shelves. And here's the wild part. You offer it wholesale, way cheaper than those stores charge for inferior junk. So here's what happens. People try it once, feel that instant relief, and they're hooked. They say, I've got to have this, and that's when you hear it, cha-ching. Income soars while you're helping people save money and live pain-free. A lot of those same people turn around and want to share it with others. And when they do, your income piles up even higher, all because you're in a market that never stops growing. So if you're sick of your 9-to-5 and you're ready to step into an industry that's huge, recession-proof, and only getting bigger, fill out the form and find out more today.
Yeah, so that's and this is the landing page here, for people that be interested in making money in the pain industry. So it goes with it. You give someone the sample and they go, wow, that works. Well, hey, here's a way to make money with it. Now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little tech piece that we're working on. We've got all these products coming out. So we're starting with the Averderm and these sky level products that aren't out yet, but they're boxed and ready to go. And part of your Save Club setup, we're deep into the programming of this, is a mall where people can buy these products still at a discount, and now they can get that part for free, but the savings is going to be minimal, right? But when they become a Save Club member, they get it. Now here's the thing: if you invite somebody to your website and they buy the product and they get like a 10% discount, that difference between where you're buying it at 70% discount and their 10% discount, that's 60%. That's money we're going to throw right into the fast start of the matrix. And so that whole mall's coming and these products are coming in there. And this has just been, a big request is we have a lot of people saying, well, hey, I can sell these products at full price. How do I get full commissions for them? I go, oh, well, let's tie in that. Now it's creating that whole experience, and we're pretty far along into it. In fact, this whole lineup of stuff, I'm waiting to launch all of that exclusively. So now you'll have these fast acting impact products. And if you know about, network marketing, if you've done network marketing with nutrition products in the past, it's impact products that work in minutes, that they get them and they know that they work. That's the type of stuff that can really move something quickly. They drink like an energy drink and they feel it right away, or they have mood enhancement where their brain works faster, or they're chilled out, they're relaxed, and the products work in minutes and last for hours. Those products, they're great to have people sample. And if they're like, well, I don't want to be a Save Club member, well, that's fine, just buy it. Now imagine if someone's paying they're getting 20 samples, they're paying $40, and you're able to make the difference. You're able to make like a 60% commission on that, paid through the matrix. So that, that's another reason why these products are coming together and having that ability to where you can now have these impact products lead the conversation, but ultimately it's about, having that solid residual income on the $20 membership. But if they decide to just buy the product and they just want to use it and still get a discount, like sample the product, well, let's take that extra money, that available commission, and let's throw it into the comp plan. So that way we kind of get the best of both worlds. And that's something to look forward to in year 2 of Save Club is, if we can get all these products that are inside of our exclusive deals and we sell them for full retail, and that discount that you get as a member, you're going to get that paid to you as a a bonus, as an affiliate bonus. So again, it creates a win-win. We get to expose people to a product, give them a little discount. If they want the full discount, they become a member. If they decide to pay, the referral price, there'll be commission going into the plan. So these advancements can really put extra dollars into your pocket every week. And then, when you're able to get, samples at a super low price, well, then it's just a matter of, hey, you put it on my knee feels great right now. It's just like lit up and buzzing. I can feel the blood flow into it. So, yeah, Daniel, that's the idea here. And the bags, as soon as the bags are ready for these, they'll go up on the website, and I'll make that announcement. So they've already been ordered. It's just a matter of bagging them up and turning on that page on the website.
The other question, first of all, again, thank you guys, you and your team, for doing all this work and whatnot. But the other question that I had, I don't know if I have to wait until Thursday, but I wanted to ask about onboarding other businesses where they're able to, I guess, market and promote their products on the Save Club app.
Yeah, so that's this page here. Let me pull this up for you. So, okay, so the app, we have a liaison. Now, the app works best for people that have point of sale systems, and there is a way to do that. Now, the guys at Savers app, they have an onboarding process and a training for that, and we have brought several Save Club affiliates through that process to bring on businesses. But bringing businesses onto this, give me 1 second, I'll pull this page up. Let me close this. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up this page for everybody. Where there we go, the preview. Give me 1 second. I'm just there's a site here that we put up. Okay, here we go. So this is what you're asking about. Let me share my screen. So right here, this video and this form is how we can invite businesses to be part of the Save Club directory. And we set it up to where this form where people put in their information, they put in like a photo, the map of their business, and it'll add them to a directory. And being able to invite businesses onto the platform is a real big initiative, because we all know business owners, we all know people that would love to have more customers, love to get more exposure. Well, we'll be able to help these businesses get more exposure for free by adding into the directory, as long as they're willing to give discounts to our members. So it's a win-win. It's the businesses, they get free advertising as long as they give a discount. You're able to recruit the business. But the idea is that those business owners, they should consider a additional income stream by being a Save Club affiliate. So you approach them, say, well, become part of the directory and become a Save Club affiliate. It's $300 for the year. And when they look at that as far as justifying an advertising expense, of being posted in the directory and having an extra income stream, it should be a very easy decision for a business owner to say, yeah, that's a good way to deploy my marketing and advertising budget, and get a lot of value. So I'm going to drop this page into the chat. There you go. Okay, no, we're approaching the top of the hour here. Let's get as many questions in as we can. Daniel, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yep.
I'm looking at the website, the web link right now.
Okay, great. All right, Sandra, go ahead. This will be our last question as we're at the top of the hour. Go right ahead.
I missed the 1 week training on the sour sap. So where can I find that training when you guys did it on the sour sap and the information on the product? Is there a presentation or a detail?
Yeah. We're actually in the process of producing a full interview with the founder. But if you go to the YouTube channel, and I'll share that with you.
And is it shipped to Canada?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'll find out. I actually don't know. But if you take a look here, so the first 15 minutes of this video, if you go to the YouTube, it's at Save Clubs Global, it's this presentation here from March 25th, where we give a breakdown of the soursop. It's like the first 15 minutes of this presentation, they go into detail the soursop. So I'll also drop that into the chat as well. There's the link to that video right here, where we have Ryan Lewis come on and share. Yeah, and the idea.
For the first time in modern history, college students.
So, yeah, inside of here, this is Ryan Lewis, and he gives a full explanation. He's the founder of the Supreme Soursop, and he talks for about 15 minutes about the product, how it came to be. Yeah, you can take a look at it there. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for chiming in on this Monday training. Lots more exciting things coming this way. Really looking forward to our 1-year anniversary, where we're going to be communicating with all the pre-enrollees, everybody who's engaged with Save Club through the last year. Really, letting them know that we're here stronger than ever, and that we've got all these new advancements. So, we'll be recruiting people back onto these calls, getting our webinar volume, back up, and releasing new ways for us to promote and make money with Save Club. So just really appreciate every one of you for, continuing your education and rolling with us here as we're going to go into year 2, and building any business, from an affiliate standpoint or from an enterprise standpoint or whatever, it goes. And I'll just end the call on this story about, they built an In-N-Out burger over there off of Russell in the 15 highway. And it started as this lot where they had to tear things down, and then they plowed the lot, and it sat there for like a year just with a fence around it. Then they started building, and it took like a year to get it going. And then it took even longer to put all the signs in and get all the employees in and load up the building and turn on the merchant accounts and fill up the soda machines and get the ice cold. And now that place has got a line in front of it all the time. But it took many years of planning, engineering, and millions of dollars of capital to buy that land and build that building and do all that to get that business up and running. And it's great to see the success that we've had, all the commissions that we paid inside Save Club in the first year. But again, we're still in that like dirt lot phase. And as we get built even bigger, brighter signs and more things to attract, it'll continue to grow. So I just want to share with you, my commitment going into year 2 is stronger than ever. And being able to bring in amazing talent, amazing products, and refine and advance these ideas is going to help us all make more money. So again, thank you so much, and enjoy your day. I guess today is a holiday. I didn't know that. Today there's like a holiday going on. It's like a Monday Easter holiday. But enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. Thanks for attending.